Eating the same breakfast every morning doesn't bore most of us. In fact, many of us eat the same eggs, the same cheese, the same bread for years. But when it comes to dinner, things change. The question of what should I cook today suddenly becomes an existential issue. But why? This difference is not only related to taste, but also to historical evolution, brain chemistry, and our biological clock, circadian rhythm. In human history, morning hours have always been functional times. Our ancestors needed energy in the early morning hours to hunt, gather, or start the day. Therefore, morning meals meant fueling. Efficiency, not variety, was important. They ate whatever they found and then got on with their day. Dinner was different. The day was over, survival had been achieved, a fire had been lit, and the tribe had gathered. Food was no longer just nourishment, but also a reward, sharing, and emotional bond. Therefore, our brains have evolutionarily become accustomed to associating evening hours with variety and pleasure. Eating the same meal every evening therefore does not provide emotional satisfaction, because our brain expects a reward at that moment. Eating the same meal repeatedly lowers dopamine levels. The pleasure decreases. This is called hedonic adaptation. Since breakfast is a routine duty, dopamine doesn't kick in. But since dinner is associated with pleasure, the search for variety emerges. In the morning, the body is in the most optimal state for fuel use and energy production. Therefore, whatever we eat, the body processes it efficiently. But in the evening, melatonin and serotonin levels rise. This increases both relaxation and the search for satisfaction. In short, morning is functional eating time, and evening is emotional eating time. This biological cycle explains why we tolerate monotony at breakfast but get bored at dinner. This is called the circadian rhythm. So, in addition to what we eat, when we eat is also very important. There are studies on diabetes and obesity in people who stay up at night or work shifts. In summary, we eat out of necessity in the mornings and out of pleasure in the evenings.